Hello, David.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm okay, my brother. Thanks for waking up early and doing this stuff. Hey, back there.
Hey there. Hello,
Hey,
David.
you guys are doing a lot of stuff since our show a year ago that you guys were at. Hold
Yeah.
on. I
Do you
guess I
remember
should
he organized it?
I guess I need to introduce you guys. So this is Dave with Music United Against Teen Bullying and Suicide in desperate need for a haircut. And I have with me today, it's Ben, right?
Huh?
Jake and Ben?
Oh, and
Renzer.
Renzer. Big Jake and Renzer.
Renzer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. I don't know where I came up with Ben.
And
Anyway, so this is I'm talking with Neurotik, which is our first hip hop band that we've had. And we're so proud to have them on board. And some of you probably don't know Big Jake from his short time in a metal punk band and dressed up, but he looks a bit different now, a little more business-like.
yeah.
Haircut, beard out.
Yep. And you guys played our show a year ago, and you guys have a new single coming out. Tell us a little bit about that.
We are super, super excited. We've recorded at the Salt Mine in Mesa, which
Nice.
has worked with acts like Lil Wayne, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Mac Miller, amongst a slew of others. Like I found them and I was like, this, I just want to play Rockstar for a little bit and recorded this really nice studio.
This is probably the most professionally mixed thing we've done so far. And with this single, it should be a new benchmark for us. It should be a new starting point for us to raise the bar for our own standards and hopefully raise everybody else's expectations a bit more.
That's great. Well, your last releases was like an EP or something. That was awesome too. So I can't wait to hear the new stuff, man.
Yeah, it's a big departure from that sound. A little less rock sounding, I think.
Fair enough. Yeah.
A little more hip hop, a little more rap. What's it going to
A
be
little more
like?
pop, I'd say.
All right,
Like,
I like pop.
there's not really any rapping on the new track. I think you just sing.
There's a bit of rap.
That's true. You're right. I
Rapping is
forgot.
more of an additional element, whereas usually it takes front and center. But that's just for this single coming up. There's a mix of different things coming up later on, though.
Right. Well, tell us a little bit about how you guys formed and how you got together and formed this alliance and music and beats and all that stuff.
We met in high school.
I'm about to say which beginning.
Yeah, we met in high school and through acting class. But I wasn't actually enrolled. I had a free period, but I had to wait for my little brother because I was his ride home. And I was like super good friends with, I mean, not friends, but I had been in acting for my entire time in high school. And so I would just go to the drama room. Renzer just happened to be enrolled in that class. And I think I just forced myself into a friendship with you pretty much.
I was kind of a popular guy at the time. And then, I don't know, you saw me and you were just like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah,
like, hey, how's it going? Since you did not need me.
Let's do something together.
Right.
My memory might be fuzzy, but I feel like your group was lacking like a member for the scene or something. I had to do it.
It could have been a number of
Okay.
things. We were all over the
I
place.
think your memory is fuzzy. No.
Yeah, you might have had friends who knew me as well. It might have been something like that.
It was a lot of that. It was a small world.
Yeah.
High school.
So when did you start like writing some lyrics and some beats and melodies together?
Oh, I forced that like day 2 of me
Yes,
knowing
yeah,
him. Like back in high school is when we started making music together. But we were all about rock, stuff like Linkin Park, Blink-182 was like really what we were going for. And then the big thing that happened was you moved to Georgia. I think that was kind of what the last sort of thing that happened. That was for the big break between us.
Yeah, that's right. And then we went on and formed Usagi for a little bit. And then it went into a more rock punk direction. And then now you're coming back to more hip hop.
Yeah.
But keeping a little bit of that punkiness going.
That
I've noticed.
Yeah, the way we formed this project, I had some beats, that weren't great. I knew Eddie liked to do vocals, both rap and singing. I was like, hey, here's some stuff. Do you think this would be something you'd be cool with doing? And he was like, I'm sure it was just a sure why not situation.
Yeah, it's better to try than just to leave it on the table. You know what I mean? So
Nice. And yeah, so it's been a year since I've seen you guys, and obviously it's going to be a bit different when it comes back for a lot of reasons. One, we got this COVID stuff that hopefully we're all going to get squared away on, but also you guys are going to have a new music and different sound. But I can tell you, the last show that we had that you were on, I think you opened it, so not a lot of people were there yet, but thank you for bringing people. But you guys, we had great response and reviews, and Monty got a couple nice videos, and so we really enjoyed that. And we want more of what you guys can.
It was a fun time. I'm hoping next time I can look more natural on the mic, because we were not planning on me being on like the mic that night. It just, we had another guy who just ended up not working out. So I had practiced the songs maybe for like a week or two beforehand. So I'm sure next time I'll be a lot more natural, a little less stiff. I think, lent himself perfectly to the stage personally.
yeah, there was a lot of last minute technicals and a lot of things going on with personal relations with people that we were working with, and it was just a lot of things were kind of thrown up in the air last second. But I think we still managed to kind of keep a grip of ourselves and pull through. So thank you. It's nice to hear that. Apparently, not apparently.
Yeah,
but
it was, and you know, I might just be talking about myself, but you know, I think I know Monty, our video guy, loved it, and Jimmy Lee Boggs from azradio.live, he liked it too, and hopefully you guys sent your last EP over to him, and make sure he gets these new singles. If you can't, I can, and
yeah. I'm down. I don't know if he has, I can check, but
yeah,
I'd definitely be interested in it his.
Yeah, he got involved with us to kind of meet more bands was the original conversation, and so it's a little one-sided, but it's not anymore. We kind of got through all that, and so he's just looking to bring a lot of new music and music that isn't necessarily thought of in the Valley to people. You know, we used to have the metal guys over on the north end and west end, and now Joe's is gone, so it's just over in the west end. We have really, I don't know, just rock and singer-songwriter stuff in Phoenix and Tempe. And out on the east side, you got these amazing bands like Harper and the Moths and Wives and things like that I wasn't even familiar with prior to like 4 years ago. So, and there's a hip hop scene downtown. I don't know if you guys.
Oh, I'm aware. I keep up with what's going on with our, I don't want to say competitors because that's not fair, but the other artists in our genre.
No, they're definitely not competitors. One thing I learned in the music biz is we all need to work together, and lift each other up. And seeing somebody that's so good makes you strive to be a little bit better after you go, oh God. But
yeah.
I remember I have a friend named Shayla, and we were having dinner somewhere downtown Phoenix. No, it was in Tempe. And she said her brother, who is I don't know what he is actually, he started kind of as a French hip hop guy. And so I was, she said, hey, let's go see my brother. And we ended up going into this little side building and way upstairs, and big facility up there with lots of, two rooms going on. And so I had fun. It was pretty late, pretty dark, but so I look forward to more of that. And so maybe as things get better with the vaccines, you guys can bring me out to some places. I like doing that. So you had the EP, but didn't you have a single after the EP too, prior to this one that's coming?
No, the last thing we did was an EP album mixtape. We call it kind of a mix of all of that. Nightmare. That record we released back in December was our last release, pretty much. We had a couple singles beforehand to help promote it.
Yeah.
Nothing after. We've been kind of radio silent until we had this new track, Girl Like That, which comes out March 15th on Monday. Just saying. You can pre-save it on Spotify at our bio. Just telling everybody.
Give us the spelling so we know how to look it up, because there's a lot of neurotics on Spotify. But you guys are the most neurotic people I know. So
yeah, it's the way you would spell neurotic normally, but with a K. Neurotik. And it's on
official.
On Spotify, it's just the name. But the Instagram handle is Neurotik Official. Our Twitter is Neurotik Raps, I think. I don't manage the Twitter that much, not nearly as much as I should.
Yeah. Who writes most of the lyrics?
He writes his, I write mine usually.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. What I liked about the show I saw is one of you would sing a little bit and the other would do some, I don't know, like not really rapping, but more of a talking thing. And there'd be some music, and then it would go back and forth, and then I don't know, it was just good. I liked it a lot. So after this single, what you got in the works? I know you had a show just canceled.
We are writing a record. We don't know if it's going to be an album, EP. We don't know yet. It depends a lot on what happens after Girl Like That. We have some things related to the new track that I can't get too into. What happens after this new track will directly affect what follows next. It's either we are currently writing music. We definitely want to have a follow-up record within a couple months after the new track.
Right.
Either how long it is as an EP, a mixtape, an album. Are we going back to studio, or are we just going to do it at the home studio? We don't know yet.
Right. Some of that's budget.
That's the big part.
Musicians, man. And it's so easy now. I think people are starting to just release single after single after single, and and maybe compile it later and as an EP or something. But I think the more ways, the more you can get out and touch your audience, and have them hopefully share or whatever and get that out. So one album is like, let's say you got 10 songs, you do that and you get basically one touch for people, or one viewing or one listen. But if you do singles, that's 10 chances, to get them. And so I don't know, it's just something I saw a friend of mine up in Nashville do. And he actually he had the album and he would release a song every other day. No, every week until the album came out. And so that was kind of cool. So there's just so many ways now to do it. You don't have to print cassettes up and sell them out of the back of your car like the days when I had real hair. So
yeah, and that might be the route we go, releasing various singles or only a couple songs every couple weeks. It really depends on how things move forward.
Yeah.
Budget probably being the biggest factor.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really good at video, so I'm kind of new at this, but I'd like to be able to attach people's music at the end or a performance or something, but I'll get there if I ever have time. So during the isolation period, let's call it last year, 2020, obviously you wrote some tracks and stuff, and you're not sure what's ahead. Lyrics. I'm trying to think, is there a way to get a sample of something? You guys aren't prepared there to do anything live. I didn't warn you about that.
No.
Well, I'm out of questions, guys. Tell me stuff about Neurotik you think everyone should know.
We're going to be starting some Twitch streams when Girl Like That releases. Trying to keep in touch with our fan base as they come. We want to have constant content flowing. That's kind of what we're trying to focus on. Moving forward is this constant stream of content to keep people engaged, and like you said, touch base with our fan base more often. The way we think we can facilitate that in a way that kind of attributes to our more geeky nature is through Twitch streams. So like streaming games. Hold on.
Well, I knew you were a geek. I was hoping.
Sorry, I lost the visual for a sec. But yeah, Twitch streams, we're going to be doing various games. We don't know what yet. We'll see what happens. That's the big thing right now that I want to push for constant content.
Yeah. And And
hold on, we lost audio from you. Sorry.
System going down.
I'm sure I know
Are
what's
we
happening.
there?
Yeah, default to the wrong speakers.
We're not there yet.
Okay, I hear you. We should be able to hear you now.
Cool. Well, yeah. And then you got to get out in front of your fans so you get more fans and people stream that stuff and buy that stuff.
Yeah, you know, when live shows start being a thing again in a safe manner, definitely something we want to be involved with.
Yeah.
I'm personally not. I think now is the time to be doing stuff like that. I've seen some artists who think it's okay, and I must humbly disagree.
Yeah, I'm not into it either. I know Ducey just opened up the whole every business can get out and do what they want, 100% capacity and all that. Not this boy.
Yeah, not to get political, but people wear your masks, please. You know, vaccine up. I am not like that's something I stand strongly by. Is just do what needs to be done so that we can get back to normal because we're getting there. We're so close.
Get the vaccination, wear your mask, and let's get back to life. We have 2 people in our household that have been vaccinated so far. No issues other than, they felt like crap the second day, but kind of back to normal now.
The person I know who got it, she just had a sore arm for a couple days. That was it.
Oh, that's awesome. The now, Music United Against Teen Bullying and Suicide. I think you and I had talked before we booked that last show a year ago about some of the reasons you wanted to be involved again. Because Usagi played with us. It was fun. The show up in Prescott was a blast. So what is it about your guys' lives, if you don't mind sharing, that makes you want to be involved with raising wellness for people's mental health?
Yeah, I'm totally down to talk about it. It's something I've gone through myself. I've been hospitalized. I've had suicide attempts before. It's something that hits really near and dear and close to me. I have bipolar disorder, and I've had severe episodes from that. And I know how serious this type of thing is, and it has directly affected my life permanently. And it's something that I understand, and it's something that I want to talk about because it's me. It's part of who I am, and I think that's something I always want to share and have that be a part of our music. Because we have our fun singles like the new one coming out, but a lot of the tracks go really, really deep into self-doubt and how that can be amplified by stuff like bipolar disorder, or for some people it's depression and other things. That these are serious issues, and I think the world and society is definitely more open about talking about it for sure, but it's still a message I want to have personally. I still want to be part of that conversation.
Right.
I don't know what you have to add on to that.
I feel like very similarly, I've grown up, I have a little bit of ADHD going on and a slew of other things going on. But one of the biggest things I've always learned about other people is that they're slow to pick up on things. And when they don't understand something, we already know people act very strangely towards other people that they don't really understand. And my music has always been not only just for Neurotik, I've always been writing lyrics. That's kind of a part of how we actually ended up working together, because I was always venting and getting my thoughts out and my emotions out through my work. And that was how I dealt with my emotions that would get festered up and clustered up. And that's how I got it out. And he basically grabbed me and said, "Hey, I got this track here. Put it on.
Put it
on. Sandwich." And so we've been like that ever since. But one of my biggest personal reasons for this and why I would love to be a part of this is because I know too damn well, being on the other side of someone who doesn't understand, thinks they understand, they want to talk all this and that, or there's just a slew of different issues you run into with people who are ignorant to the issues that you're dealing with and that you're facing. And well, this is a way to maybe help reach out to those who are dealing with the same thing. Other people are probably screaming in the dark and have no way to actually see light, or for anyone else to see what they see. And so, yeah, that's where a lot of my lyrics comes from.
Nice. I like it.
Word.
Go ahead.
I just said word. Sorry.
It does it, man. So I think, we believe as Music United, we kind of believe that music is a good way to reach people, not only the young people, but older people too, because it's not just teenagers and young adults. It's the people that support us and surround us need to be involved too. So people my age that might have a kid or a grandkid or something like that, we need to be aware of what's going on too. Otherwise, we can't recognize the signs and get in there. And so I try not to talk a whole lot about that stuff during the shows, just a little bit here and there, and let the artists tell their stories through their music, through their talks or whatever. And so I know you had a couple songs that you did, a couple tracks that were pretty heavy, I think. And I don't know if they ended up on that first release or not, but is that the one you gave us, the one that's on Spotify? Is that the CD that you gave us at that show? You had some CDs you were giving out.
It was on Spotify. I don't think it's up there anymore, though.
Okay, so it's different. So cool. I got like a bunch of music from you guys. So again, how can people find you?
Instagram is probably our main platform. Neurotik official. You can also follow our personal Instagrams. Mine is real Big Jake.
Mine is Renzer RNZR_C7.
I will find you there. I know Jake and I are connected. Now, when I first met Jake, 3 years ago, God, time flies.
Coming up on 3 years was the Prescott Valley show. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, but I literally just got out of a hospital that morning, and it was my first time ever, and hopefully my last in a mental facility. And I was still wearing the hospital band. My wife picked me up in Phoenix that morning. I came home, got a quick shower, put on some rock and roll clothes instead of whatever they gave me, with little, I don't know, zip ties for my shoes and belts. But I headed out and met Jake and his crew, just a bunch of people at the show. And here we are 3 years later, man. We got new music, new friends. And I think, Richard, we're connected on the old man's format, right? Facebook. I think we are.
Yeah. The old man's format. Yeah, I got you.
Well, it's not quite MySpace, but and I don't do TikTok. So there's some things it's just time to leave to the younger people that can know how to market that. So what have you found is the most effective way to market your music so far?
Can't tell you right now.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm always curious about that.
We have an idea, and we're keeping things secret right now because it has to do with this current release. We're trying to keep things a little under wraps. If it works, we'll tell you. But as of right now, we're keeping things a little hush hush.
Okay, well, I'm happy to say that one, I was sad I didn't get to do photos, but the ones you got were really nice. I liked them.
Yeah, we're very happy with those.
Those are great. So yeah, a lot of people don't know that I'm also, I don't just shoot live shows. I photograph people and bands and dancers and whatever. But basically who's ever got some money. And I do a lot for free too, because all our Music United artists can have photo shoot if they want, all just that kind of stuff. And because I believe in trying to give back, and in giving back, we've got some Neurotik tracks on Spotify under Music United.
Got a new playlist.
Yeah, we've added you to our Music United supporters, and I think you're on our regular Music United artists playlist too. And so we need to get some people to go to that. This will probably come out Monday, what we're doing. And as of Monday night, 8 days till the release, right? 7 days.
the release comes out 7 days from when this is going up. Monday the 15th is the release, midnight, which I think for Arizona is 9 p.m. because it's going off New York time.
Right.
9 or 10.
And how do you spell Neurotik again?
Neurotik, Neurotik.
Right.
The hard K.
And the logo's a little confusing when you find it because it almost looks like there's two R's. You got.
Yep, that's the thing. The forward and backward are. That's us.
Yep. Which one's forward and which one's backward? Rinzer's forward because it's R.
I guess that must be the backwards one.
Well, it's been nice. I haven't really, you guys came in, we played the show, and you were having difficulty, so I never got to know Rinzer that well. And man, both of you guys are sharp. Intelligent and doing all kinds of stuff I can't. And I know Jake from the days when it was just nuts. But I'm really behind what you're doing, and glad you're behind us. And I think that's about all I have for you guys. What do you have for us?
Girl Like That drops 7 days from today, March 15th. Super excited. Check it out. Joining us on the TikTok challenge will be coming out. It'll be fun.
Oh man, I'll get my daughters on that because I don't TikTok.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. We're really excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's a very fun song, very fun time. So check it out. You can Spotify pre-save it on our Instagram bio and our Twitter bio. I don't know why I'm pointing, but I am. Yeah, dude, it's fun. This is a really big release. We're really proud of the way it came out. We really just shout out to the Salt Mine. The Salt Mine was incredible. The engineers we worked with, Cole Brunson and Leo Carpenter, were excellent. They were great. It was a great time. Great time. If anybody wants to really bring their music up level, Salt Mine is the place to be.
So it was a great experience. And Rinzer, was that your first time in the studio working?
That was my first time in one of, I guess, one of those, what would you say? Professional drive-to studios. I've been through a slew of different, say, home studios and studios within, a workshop and such like that. But that was, my first time, legit going in as, say, a patron or a customer and undergoing the process in that respect.
In a really big, nice studio, yeah. My first time, I think, was years ago. My wife and I were invited to join LA Guns in the studios. They recorded that first album. Tracy and I were friends, and so that was my first time, and it was in Santa Monica somewhere. I don't remember what it was called, but man, yeah, it's cool to get in those places. So we got Neurotik, we got Music United Against Teen Bullying and Suicide, and all of us will be live again when we feel it's safe and we're ready. Yeah, and until then, everyone take care. And guys, thank you so much. And
thank you very much.
And I can't wait to see you guys again and talk a little bit. Go to a club. We won't be able to hear anything for time, but in between that club and the next club, we can get to know each other a little bit. So you guys take care.
Thank you, David.
You say.
Rinzer, take care, man. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.